What to do? George Belichick here with three-time Super Bowl champ, two of them with the Patriots. LeGarrette Blount, former running back for the Pats, always helping us out here on NESN. LeGarrette, man, the world knows it right now. The Patriots 2-8 on the season, and no signs of hope really when you look offensively, maybe defensively. But right now the question is Bill Belichick and his future with the team. Do you see Belichick returning as a head coach of the Patriots after this season?
I do see Bill returning as the head coach. I do see him probably having a little less responsibility, a little less control. Maybe he doesn't play the general manager role. Maybe he doesn't play the role of, seeing who gets paid and who don't get paid or where the money goes and things like that. Maybe he gets a little bit less control of stuff like that. But I definitely see him still being there, but I think they got to lessen the responsibility of what he can do because, it's guys that want to get some money, and really good football players that'll come play here. So you got to open your pockets up.
Yeah, you think about this past summer in free agency, going after DeAndre Hopkins, choosing not to pay him. Yeah. They really need an elite receiver right now. But going back to your playing days, do you think that's something he would do where he would say, all right, fine, I won't be the GM, I'll be more hands-off? And at the same time, when you watch him this season, does it surprise you a Bill Belichick coach team seems this unraveled at this point in the year?
It does. It is not something that you see often. We're used to consistency. We're used to winning football games, playing winning football. So this is definitely different. But I'm sure that if it's anybody that can turn this around and do the things that need to be done to put these guys on the right track, it's Bill. But it is not fun to watch, But as someone that is an alumni and that loves Bill and love RK and the organization, dedicated to watching all the time. So I stay locked in no matter how much it hurts.
Now, there's even been the rumors, maybe if Belichick doesn't stay, he could get traded to perhaps the Commanders, perhaps the Chargers. Do you think he still has it in him to be one of the best head coaches in the NFL, and he could turn those franchises into playoff teams again?
Yeah, I think he does have it in him. I hope this whole trade thing just goes away. I think Bill is exactly where he belongs and where he needs to be. If he retires today, he go down as the greatest head coach of all time, Hall of Fame, all of these things. So he doesn't have anything else to prove, besides if he wants to just continue coaching and doing what he does, what he loves. But I think that if he does go to one of those teams, I think he does have the tools offensively on some of those teams that you just named to put those guys in playoffs, because these are teams that have explosive offenses, have big-time playmakers, and these are things that the Patriots are missing, and that's why we're losing games.
You look at what the Patriots team is looking at right now, too. It's not all on Bill Belichick. There's shared blame to go all around.
Right.
The offense has looked awful. We've seen Mac Jones has recently get benched in their game against the Colts in Germany. And right now, Bill O'Brien, he spoke and he said, hey, I'm coaching all three quarterbacks. So it sounds like they don't really have a solution in the room. Do you think Mac can bounce back and re-find that confidence at quarterback, or you kind of think he's a lost cause at this point? They got to search elsewhere, whether it be Bailey Zappi, Malik Cunningham, or Will Grier.
I think that he has lost a lot of confidence. I think they've sent him mixed signals all season, right? They're telling him that they're confident in him. They're telling him that they're going to start him. They're telling him that they're not going to bench him. He's going to be the quarterback and all these things, and they're continuously benching him. And now he's playing on eggshells, and he knows what's coming. If I make this mistake and that mistake and at the quarterback position, you can't play that way. You can't grow that way. You can't get any better that way. So maybe this isn't the place for him. But do I think Mac is a trash quarterback? No, I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he can be really good with the right offense and the right coordinators.
Yeah, I'm with you. You remember when Mac came in and Josh McDaniels was his guy?
Yeah.
He was a Pro Bowl quarterback. He was a reserve, but he got there. How difficult is it in 3 years of him being in the league? Different offensive coordinator and quarterback coach every season. How tough is that? Even from the running back perspective, a different offensive scheme, play caller, all that as well.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I think all schemes at this point in the NFL are pretty much not the same. Some people prioritize outside zones. Some people prioritize gap schemes. Some people prioritize duo schemes or whatever it is. But all in all, it's all blocked the same. It's all ran the same. The only thing that's really tough is the terminology. A lot of people use different terminology, use different words, and that's the tough part about learning the offenses. But, you can see Josh Dobbs go out there not knowing absolutely nothing about the offense. And, you got the head coach / offense coordinator in your ear until they turn off the mic. And, he's out there playing, really, really good football. So I don't think that it's that hard to learn a new offense. I just think it's just the terminology is the tough part.
Got you on that. Now, you spent time with the Pats this summer in the coaching fellowship. Were there any signs when you were watching this summer that you thought it could lead to this? Or, at that point of the year, they're in training camp, they're fine-tuning everything, bringing in Bill O'Brien. You're like, this is an offense that can move the ball and score points.
When I was here, I didn't think that they had an element of explosiveness. I didn't see the big plays. Juju wasn't there. I think he might have been just coming off of surgery, so I didn't really see that much of him. So these guys were, they were still trying to get it all together, and you could still see signs of, a little dysfunction or guys not on the same page. And like I said, Juju not being out there, and some guys not being able to practice and not being able to go some days. And that when I was there, we didn't have that problem. Everybody was there. If you're here, everybody came. We didn't have guys missing. Everybody went in practice, and it wasn't, it was a very team, family-oriented thing. And I just think this right here is just a little bit different. It feels different. It felt different. It didn't feel like the family type feel that we did when we were there.
What's the difference? Is it a void of leadership? No Devin McCourty.
You don't have guys that you don't have a lot of guys that lead, and the guys that can lead and will take on the road to lead, they don't have a significant role on the team outside of probably special teams and things like that. Because you can say Slater is a leader, because Slater's always been a leader. Mm-hmm. You can say guys like Andrews are leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are guys that can be leaders. I can even say that Matt he has the qualities to be a leader. But again, when things aren't in balance and in this dysfunction, and maybe some people aren't getting along in the building, things like that are happening. Well, I mean, you can't grow, and you just can't get better. It's too toxic of an environment.
Yeah, dysfunction. That's one way to put it for the Pats. LeGarrette, I appreciate you coming in to try and fix all the issues. Yeah. Flash a ring for us real quick to the camera. First Super Bowl he won with them.
Still Pats Nation, baby.
Always and forever. LeGarrette, thanks for stopping by, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier.